How's it going, guys? Alex here. Welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video, and today going to be damage testing the Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black, which is at 100% in the potential system. Then of course we have the 100% Merged Zamasu. I will have to make an adjustment to this team in particular once I get to the actual events, of course, or well, get to the actual showcase of Merged Zamasu when it comes to the damage test. But yeah, I hope you guys are having a great day as always, and if you do enjoy today's video, consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. Now, let's quickly show you guys where I'm going to be keeping track of the results. Of course, we have Super Saiyan Rose and attack links with support and just him. So that is why Uber's there, just to see how hard he can hit without any boosts at all. And of course, I'm going to be doing the same for Merged Zamasu, so you should probably write it down. And yeah, I'm going to be doing these videos maybe once a week. My last one was Super Vegito versus Vegito Blue, so if you haven't seen that already, go ahead and check them out. But I mean, it doesn't really matter which event we take on. For the sake of not having to use stones to recover our stamina, I'm going to go ahead and take it on Boss Rush, of course. And for this video in particular, I am going to be hopefully using double Super Vegito. So it looks like we are going to have to go with Merged Zamasu first, just because I managed to find a Super Saiyan for Gotenks lead a bit faster, and I did have to make a few changes here and there just to make the test a bit fairer, of course. So Vegito is going to be giving a 30% attack boost, which is equivalent to what the World Tournament Cooler gives. You have Beerus with Godly Power, you have Super Saiyan Rose that activates the majority of his villain attack links, of course Big Bad Boss's Nightmare. And it's kind of an issue. It wouldn't be so much of a problem if the LR version was on the global version of the game, but because he isn't, you can see where a few problems start to arise when it comes to fair testing. So we actually have the Merged Zamasu paired up with the Tien straight away, which is great because we can try him out with just his raw attack stats, which is obviously what we want. And there is no support unit there or anything. Again, Beerus Godly Power, Fierce Battle, just activating the majority of his attack links. I was about to say it's not... I mean, it's not unrealistic, because if you have the Legendary Rare, you can activate Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, and then you can have Beerus in the last slot with Godly Power, and it's starting to become a bit more of a common link, but it's not that common. Right, so, of course you can run him on a... well, this could be an issue. Yeah, that just happened. So, I don't even know why I'm surprised. Right, so let's grab these. So this is just him. I'm going to keep my eye on the number, of course. Let's see. I'm getting super attack straight away. I'm trying to do two things at once. I'm trying to focus on talking to you guys. You have this. You have like... you know what? I'm just going to focus on the number for now. 676535. 676535. I believe that was it. Of course, I will be going over that once I get to the actual editing process of the video, but I'm pretty certain that was correct. So 6,766,000, 6,700, 6,535. And what do we want to do next? You know what? I just thought about this. It actually isn't a realistic scenario at all. It's impossible to get the Godly Power link to activate, as well as his other major attack links, and still have a support unit. Wow. So, to be realistic, I am going to get rid of Godly Power in that particular scenario. It's not unrealistic to have his major attack links active, but to have the support there as well, that is when you may start to encounter a few problems. So I'm going to get past this rotation. We got the, just, you know, his raw attack stat out of the way, so to speak, just what he can do by himself. And then I'm going to be testing out the attack links and support. Well, actually just the attack links next, and then of course the attack links and support. This is surprisingly going better than I thought it would, because normally it takes quite a while, pardon me, to get the rotations that I want. And I don't particularly want to take him out this turn, but it's kind of likely, depends on whether or not Gotenks comes in clutch here with the critical hits. It's not like I'm trying to get crits anyway, but yeah, as expected. So now we are going to be activating okay, I was going to pause there for a minute. I was about to say, going to activate every single one of his major attack links like we did. I was a bit worried that Big Bad Bosses wasn't going to activate, but this is every single one of his attack links activated. So, Godly Power, Nightmare, Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, kind of went a bit northernish there, kind of, I don't know, maybe. Right, let's grab these. and then with Rose as well. Just pretend that Rose is the legendary rare in this particular scenario. The reason why I'm not doing this on the Japanese version of the game is because this is just simply the fairest way, and they both aren't at 100%. So that was, I wasn't really paying attention, but I know for a fact it was over 1 million. I believe it was 106 million. I'll have a look at the other digits after. So that was 106 million for sure. And now I need to try the particular rotation out, which actually there's another rotation I need to try out, which is with. Do I need to do that? Should I do that? Merged Zamasu with just the support. You know, I mean, I say just the support, but I think this is the best way of doing it, to be honest. I think 3 different categories is perfectly fine for this. Because again, like I just said, you have just what he can do by himself, you have his major attack links active, and then you have the attack links active and the support. I was going to do Merged Zamasu and just the support, but I think this is probably the better way, because you're still activating fierce battles, so you're still looking at 3 different categories, which are the 3 major ones where you're going to be seeing the biggest differences, of course. So this is just godly power, but we don't really want to be focusing on this for too long. Right, let's see if we can take him out here. No super attack for Beerus. Almost a super attack for Tien, but not going to happen. So we've gone over Merged Zamasu, just the attack links. That's just some godly power, so you can see how much of a difference Nightmare and Big Bad Bosses makes, of course. And you're going to be seeing a particular rotation with the major attack links for the villains active. Oh wow, this is bad. Actually, let's keep it like this. So I do know for a fact that Merged Zamasu is going to be coming back round with Rose and Vegito. So I will see you guys in a few moments. Okay, so the biggest issue here is that we currently do not have Big Bad Bosses active, but the good thing is that it's a link that can activate once you do go below that required restriction. So hopefully Rose is either going to get super attacks or just hitting off to the point where it does activate, which I believe it is active, and there we go. So support active, all of his attack links active apart from godly power, and I didn't even look at his attack stat, but I'm going to again review the footage, so you will find out what it is once I actually go through it and not just completely mess it like an idiot. So I'm going to move on to Super Saiyan Rose now, and I will see you guys in a moment. Okay, so now moving on to Super Saiyan Rose, and honestly I'm super excited to see which one hits hardest, because you have to keep in mind that despite Merged Zamasu getting a bigger passive increase, of course Merged Zamasu gets 120, whereas Super Saiyan Rose gets a 100% attack boost. Super Saiyan Rose has a 12 key multiplier of 150%, whereas Merged Zamasu has a 140% 12 key multiplier. And you also have to take into account that Super Saiyan Rose has a higher attack stat, so those are things to definitely take into account, and we are definitely going to be doing this out of order. But we are actually super attacking Voob, which is completely random, but yeah, it's happening. We are super attacking with Oob, and I absolutely despise the end of Z. Just wanted to put that in there. Right, now the Gold Goku's so close to 100%, but it just hasn't quite happened. When did we get this guy? I think this is exclusive actually, World Tournament exclusive. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty certain I'm right. Right, now we have the Cooler as well, which is our support unit and is the unit that is going to be activating every single one of Rose's attack links. Just going to quickly double check in case I messed up, and I didn't mess up. Okay, I was right in choosing him. I'm pretty certain I did use him. Pardon me, quite a while back, and he was an incredible partner for Super Saiyan Rose. Once Rose came out for an agility type team, Super Vegito in particular, just because of what he provided to Rose, and I didn't really have that much time to use Rose on a agility team when it was essentially the 70% / hero era, but here we go. And this is nothing, just nothing, because we haven't actually arrived at the point of testing, so I'm probably just going to skip this. So I somehow managed, So I somehow managed to make it to this stage without getting a single result down, and I know for a fact that Frieza is going to super attack here, so I'm hoping that that will be enough to activate Big Bad Bosses. But of course, Cooler has Big Bad Bosses, Nightmare, and he also gives a 30% attack and offensive boost to agility types. Was that enough? Okay, it was enough. I didn't get a good look at the number, but it was enough. That's all that matters. That was his overall damage, which, oh, okay, well, Rose just wants to make my job easy, but I didn't get it down anyway, but I think that was 160 million. Right, so now Vegito. I'm just so glad I finally got that down, so that was with a support down, actually. Hold up, I need to actually switch this around, so that was 160 million. Now I just need to try out his attack links, so no support. Wait, how's that going to work? Did I mess up? I think oh, wow. So, kind of realised halfway through I wouldn't have been able to do him with just his attack links because Cooler does give a 30% attack and defensive boost, and he is legit just ruining my rotation here again. So all you need to know is that I'm a bit of an idiot, hence why I'm running this particular lead now. So we have Mask Saiyan and Margin Vegeta, but it still adds up to 140% when it comes to the overall stat boost, especially when it comes to attack. So it was pretty dumb. What I did was extremely dumb, but at least we are going to get another result down. So this is him with just his raw strength from his passive attack stat, 12 multiplier and such. 630576. 630576. So the last one that we need to test is just the attack links, which means that this is going pretty well now. So okay. These results are actually pretty interesting. Wow. The results may actually surprise like me and you guys. Of course, I am going to know before you guys are making the actual video. Curious to see how this plays out at. Like, wow. This is surprising. This is very surprising. Okay then. Well, there isn't much to say at this point. So, Cooler just doing what he can. What? I mean, it's impossible. But if there was somehow a tie, how would I do it? I mean, like I said, it's impossible. Wait, with 4 categories, it would be possible, but... Okay, so this is with his attack links active. So, Big Bad Bosses is active here. Hold up. Hold the phone. Was Big Bad Bosses active during... That... Interesting. So 945, okay. I'm like so confused right now. So I was genuinely surprised at the results that I had to review the footage multiple times for both Merged Zamasu and Super Saiyan Rose, but the winner actually surprised me. I thought, wow, I mean, don't cheat, of course, but before we get to the final part of the video, let me know in the comments who you think won, but Merged Zamasu won. So here's the interesting thing, and I think the thing that really pushed Merged Zamasu over the end was definitely that godly power link. So when it comes to the attack links, Super Saiyan Rose got a total score of 945,000, and then you have Merged Zamasu with just his attack links 1,600,000. Attack links and support for Super Saiyan Rose 116 million, but then you have attack links and support for Merged Zamasu, which is 110 million. So Rose did win that particular category, but then you have like them just by themselves. There was a difference of like 46,000, which is actually insane. I'm gonna zoom in at this point. So that's the results. So just make what you can of that. My terrible handwriting. But yeah, overall, Merged Zamasu did win at some point. Rose did win one category, but overall, Merged Zamasu was the winner, which actually surprised me massively. Definitely did not expect that. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video as always. And if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you all in the next one.